This impressive white castle can be found in the heart of the South Bohemian region of the Czech Republic. And in a country of over 2,000 castles, it is known as the most stunning of them all. The story of Hluboka Castle begins in the 13th century, when a Gothic fortress was constructed on the site by King Přemysl Otakar II. Known then as Hluboka nad Vltavou Castle, it served primarily as a defensive stronghold, strategically positioned near the Vltava River. Over the centuries, the castle on the property was rebuilt a total of 4 times. Ownership too was a bit erratic, as it passed through the possession of many powerful noble families, with the most notable being the Pernstein family, the Malofs family, the Lords of Hradec, and eventually, the House of Schwarzenberg in the 17th century. In 1661, after the Schwarzenberg family had gained possession of the estate, Johann Adolf von Schwarzenberg reconstructed the castle into a splendid Renaissance chateau. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that Hluboka Castle achieved its present-day iconic appearance. The Schwarzenbergs, who still owned the castle, wanted a new look. Something more fitting of their status at the time, and something more up-to-date. In 1841, Prince Johann Adolf II von Schwarzenberg, and his wife Princess Eleanor, commissioned Viennese architect Franz Beer, to redesign the castle in the neo-Gothic style, drawing much of their inspiration from England's Windsor Castle, and the Romanticism of the era. Completed in 1855, the result was a stunning architectural masterpiece, complete with turrets, battlements, a total of 11 picturesque towers, and ornate decorations, evoking the romantic allure of medieval chivalry and fairy tales. The castle's interiors were furnished in the popular Elizabethan and Jacobean English styles. Its 140 richly decorated rooms were filled with exquisite furniture, dazzling chandeliers, tapestries, paintings, the most intricately carved wood paneling, and displays of the Schwarzenberg dynasty's large collection of rare weapons and armory. The rebuild also included a glassed-in winter garden, a riding hall, an expansive landscaped English park with formal gardens, and a chapel. With plenty of room for entertaining, many invitations went out for overnight stays and social gatherings, attended by European nobility and royalty. Hluboka Castle served as a prestigious residence for the Schwarzenberg family, for only 3 more generations. The lavish events came to an end during the tumultuous years of the 20th century. Following the end of World War I and the dissolution of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Schwarzenberg family lost much of their wealth and influence. In 1939, Adolf Schwarzenberg, the last owner of the castle, emigrated overseas to flee the Nazi regime. His properties were seized by the German Reich, then later by the Czech government. They were never returned to him for the remainder of his life. After World War II, the castle, under state ownership and communist rule, began serving primarily as a museum and a popular tourist attraction. Today, Hluboka Castle is a popular tourist destination attracting visitors from around the world, who come to admire its stunning architecture. As a visitor, you can choose from a wide range of tours that allow you to walk through its lavish halls, peek inside its private rooms, climb up to the lookout tower, or even learn about the dishes prepared in the castle kitchen, with all of its state-of-the-art kitchen equipment, preserved from the turn of the 20th century. In the riding hall, is a grand display of South Bohemian Gothic and Dutch art, from the collections of the Ales South Bohemian Gallery. And the grounds? Well, they're for you to explore. Through leisurely strolls, or picnics in the park. Marked by centuries of ownership changes and architectural transformations, Hluboka Castle is now a fascinating landmark preserved in the time of its final monarch. Though it will not undergo any more architectural changes in the foreseeable future, locals and tourists alike now get to enjoy it for its cultural significance.